Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of My Little Pony Friendship Magic Season 7. A help of information. Now I have to tell by the thumbnail. Also, a friend told me last night that this was a Fluttershy episode. Yay! That probably sounded stupid. Fluttershy is my favorite of the main set. It's not technically the main 7 yet. Technically it's the main 8 if you count Spike. Or 9 if you know what the first video does, but that's a whole different subset. So, Fluttershy episode. I'm not gonna count, I'm just gonna start. And in today's wondering, I'm still suffering from a toll, so out of toll farts, I'm taking peppermints. Hopefully this toll will be done before next week. So, episode 20. After this, we only have less than 5 weeks left. Well, right around. I'm gonna start the episode now. This has been a good season so far. A really good season. So let's see how my favorite pony is doing. Go between. New flowers. Zecora!
Zecora, we never would have found the crisscross moss without you.
Of course, I know where it grows, so it's not much to ask. Though retrieving it has been a difficult task.
Oh, the oxen visiting Sweet Feather Sanctuary next week will surely appreciate it. It really adds a shine to their coat.
There we go. Now, that wasn't so tough. Fluttershy, tell me, will this be enough?
Gee, I don't know. It's a pretty big pack, so maybe enough to fill up this sack? Oh my, rubbing off on me, Zecora.
Cute. Oops.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Zecora, are you alright?
No need to fret. I only got wet. At least
Into what he made though.
easily grab all the crisscross moss there is to be had.
Oops.
What's happening to you?
Honestly, it's hard to tell, but suddenly I don't feel so well.
Oh god, Zecora is sick. What did this remind me of? Poison soap. That, oh hey, that guy again.
Alright, Zecora. Have a listen to the old...
I thought you were a kid doctor.
Do you think it's serious, Doctor?
Well, that's him.
Well, that wasn't a good sign.
I can't believe a flower did this. I take back thinking it was pretty.
Poison soap! Head into the pots.
We're looking for any color other than red.
Oops. Also, TikTok's blue doing spots when he got
I'm
sick.
afraid you have a very rare disease called swamp fever.
Swamp fever.
Tell me, Doctor, what should I do? I've never heard of swamp fever, mind you.
Unfortunately, very little is known about the disease, except, of course, its symptoms. Change of coat, coughing bubbles, short
Change of
sneezing,
coat.
confusion, and the last stage, the afflicted turn into the very trees that drop the disease-spreading flower.
She's still doing it to a
Is there
flea?
anything that can be done for such a terrible conundrum?
First eye, flea. I did
Yet
it.
to be defeated. I'm sorry, Zecora. It's a lot to take in. I'll leave you two to discuss.
She's just turned into a freaking bloody flea!
If you hadn't been helping me get the crisscross moss, you wouldn't have gotten swamp fever. I'm so sorry.
Fluttershy, you are not to blame. These things happen all the same.
I refuse to accept that. There has to be some pony who can help you.
Oh, there's a healer of legend who never would fail. but I only know her from ancient folk tales.
Oh.
Mystical and masked, she came in the night and cured everything from hoof cough to fur blight. What became of the healer, no pony knows, for she disappeared ages and ages ago.
The mystical mask, of course! My parents would tell me about her whenever I was sick in bed.
Oh, I was thinking Miss Main.
She can't just be a legend. I think she's real.
If that's
Give me
going
this.
to kill
She's a
me,
zebra.
I'm gonna find her.
Are we gonna see some miracles?
You can help.
More zebras? It'd be awesome! Are we gonna see Fluttershy's parents again at least?
Twilight!
Oh, God, she's away, ain't she?
Twilight!
Oh, hey!
So sorry to bother you. Are you cooking?
Okay,
Yeah, Spike and I are having a cook-off.
this is just...
We're sweeping hidden muffins out of the water. I'm glad you're here, Fluttershy, because we...
For some reason, that fits Twilight so perfectly. So cute. What's that, Blottery?
They're both delicious. But Zecora has swamp fever and there's no cure and it's all my fault and the only pony can cure is the mystical mask and I need your help to find her. So what'd she pick? The cauliflower bites, right?
Oh, Spike. What do you need a unicorn to help you pick the Mars?
The
Levitation?
last book on ancient ponies.
Pretty sure even Meredith knows how to do
Still
that.
the mystical mask.
Oh well,
Check the
maybe they were
unabridged
busy.
versions? Yes, and the books on rare diseases, the books on rare plants, and the entire section on bog habitation.
What about the blood from Poison
Every
Soap?
book in the entire library, but I know
The one that Zecora told you about.
Oh.
Also, what about the blood with the 2D parts? Before I went,
Another
hell.
dead end. Have you found anything yet, Twilight? Twilight? Goodness.
So they have nothing about dragons, and they have nothing about this new pony.
Fluttershy, you know that I want to help Zecora, but I think we'd be a lot better off if we got some sleep. We've been at this for hours. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how late
Where's
it was.
Starlight?
No problem. I'll grab you a pillow and... Oh, no. You should sleep. I can't rest until Zecora is healed. I understand how you feel, but I still
Should
think
we?
we'd have
We'll
more luck if we
Starlight.
try again in the morning. Just promise me you'll take a break soon.
If you've been out there for hours, I'm sure she's probably in the
Good
castle.
night, Fluttershy.
Especially if it's night! Oh god. What's on time for the door? What did she just say?
Emotion in here, ladies. Sorry, but I figured out who the mystical mask is. You did?
Mythical
You
Mash.
cross-reference a book about masks with another book on ancient equestrian healers, then use a third book to translate it all from Old Ponish, and there it was! Zecora was right! The mystical mask wasn't just a legend. The mystical mask was Mage Meadowbrook!
Mage Metal Blood.
Ancient sorceress from Hayseed Swamp? We studied her at Celestia School. Are you sure? Absolutely! Mage Meadowbrook wasn't just a sorceress. She was also a healer, and back then, healers wore masks so they wouldn't get sick themselves. Fluttershy, I am so
They wore masks so they wouldn't get sick?
Skills to figure this out.
Who looking for a plague
Meadowbrook lived
doctor?
ages ago, and didn't she disappear? But if we go to Hayseed Swamp, maybe we can find
Where's Starlight?
something that could lead to a cure. It seems
I am never letting that go.
I guess
It's
it's
very
possible.
morning in the task by now. Where the freak is she?
We have to try. I've got a route all planned out, and on the way we can check up on Zecora and then... Whoa. We're leaving now? Of course. Every second we spend waiting is a second Zecora is coughing bubbles. But Fluttershy, you haven't slept, and that's a long journey. There's no use trying to talk me out of this
I'm
twirl.
really sure Pinky to do it.
We've got no time to waste. Can we at least grab some breakfast? I packed cauliflower bites. Aw, no sweet potato muffins. Ate them all.
Aww.
Really good.
Sleeping in her bed.
And that's when
Oh, it's Doll's bedroom.
was actually Mage Meadowbrook.
That's marvelous, Fluttershy. I am quite impressed. While you're gone on your journey, I'll try not to be worried.
Oh no, Zecora, you didn't rhyme. You must be getting worse.
No, not at all. Something, Mom?
Jeez.
That's it. We have to go now. Lead the way, Fluttershy.
hoping we have a full science Zecora episode. I must be reminded of the story I saw once. So the way I remember is Captain Freed. And Resident Evil.
So, where do you think that'll
Oh, freak God, there better not be zombies.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's Platypus. I thought of that.
There's some pony we
If
can
this is Resident Evil on this,
We might be the only ponies here.
I don't know.
Wait! I recognize that tree!
You recognize that flame? It is similar to Zecora's.
This has to be it! It's just like the illustrations of her home! Any pony who lives in a tree...
How old would she be? I forgot, it better be Miss May. Name changes happen.
Well, if the doorway is sealed up, we just have to dig our way in.
There's a keyhole in the door.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Don't you have some unlocking magic?
Or we could try the handle.
For the side, you're so adorable.
Easy to miss.
Oh my god, it is Zecora's house.
This place has been begging.
Please be another Sheba. Please be another Sheba.
Twilight, look! It's the same kind of lily pad that
Don't get it yourself.
fever.
I saw the thumbnail, so I know she will.
Meadowbrook was looking for a cure for swamp fever too. Do you think she found it? I hope so, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're making your excited squeaking noise. I wasn't making my excited squeaking noise.
Oh god.
Y'all can stop screaming now. Didn't mean to scare you. I do that a lot.
Scare ponies or rock creepily in the dark?
Well, both. I
You're
suppose.
Cuban's brother.
Name's Cattail. Pleased to meet you.
Excuse me. Cuban. From
Where
the
are you at Mage Meadowbrook's home?
Oh,
Bicep Your Life episode. He is an exact double. So it's 2 months difference and the mane and tail are different. But the eyes, forth, identical. You're related.
Meadowbrook? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, Twilight, we did it!
Put my foot down. He's related to that guy. He's just too identical to not be a twin brother.
Honestly, I would not have guessed
Or cousin.
So you're looking for some kind of cure, huh? Well now, I know Meadowbrook was known to always...
Well, his phone might be a little doctor,
If she
but
had the cure you want,
still.
I reckon that's where it be. Come on, I'll show you the library.
Library? Now we're talking! Oh, well, libraries come in all shapes and sizes.
So, why is he there exactly? I kinda missed that. Well, this for the Crystal Empire?
Today, my mom made me eat peas. Peas are yucky.
Diary.
And we can probably skip this one, unless she found a cure when she was a fool. I met a colt today. He pulled my mane, so I put a frog on his head. Also not helpful, but I do kind of want to see where it goes. Wait, listen to this. Today I tried again to brew an unsniffle elixir.
Oh, we get to see this here.
Finally got it right.
Aww. So, this is which?
Meadowbrook, I think it's time you had this.
Are we ever gonna get another Sheba in the show?
My very own healer's mask. You think I'm ready, Mother?
Mm-hmm.
You have for the side eyes. Oh my god, limestone pie!
Mother calls it swamp fever. We've been trying to find a cure, but
That is the ancestor to limestone pie. I don't care what you say.
the fever spread like wildfire.
Easy's ancestor, I think. Oh god, she's sick.
If we don't find a cure soon, every pony will be in grave danger. With Mother sick, I didn't think I'd ever find a cure. But staring at those cursed flowers today, I saw something.
The bees don't get sick!
Blackface!
Don't get stunned!
The flowers poison didn't affect the flash bees, and
Very similar to the Frigamites.
They're hunting her baby to kill her.
Okay, now she's related to do. Is that a friend or team? Ah! Oh! Oh!
But they were so aggressive defending their hive, I didn't know how I was gonna get it.
You need Granny's myth.
Here goes nothing.
And all that's left was the match.
Today, I cured Mother and the rest of the bayou. It was the greatest feeling I've ever experienced, and I promised to dedicate my life to curing ponies all over Equestria.
And she did just that. Right up till she disappeared without a trace.
So all we have
Why
to
did she
do is find
disappear,
these
though?
ponies and get them to give us their honey.
Why did she disappear?
Of course, it doesn't say how she did that. What? Is my main message?
Oh god, she's seen shit.
In a while, but... Oh no! I've caught swamp fever!
Well, the fire is in the room. First I told this to it.
Are you sure these are necessary? What? I said, are you sure these are necessary?
Oh god, you're totally the same turtle as the for
You
that.
or Cattail? What you can't risk is getting any sicker. If you don't rest, your symptoms will only get worse.
You really should rest up before going up against those flash beaks. They are nasty critters.
You don't know this about me, but I'm pretty good with animals. And besides, Dogtail,
Cattail.
Zecora is counting on me. I have to help her, just like Meadowbrook helped her mother and all those bayou ponies long ago. Fluttershy,
Well,
as much as Meadowbrook took care of other ponies, I'm sure she also took care of herself. You're not gonna change my mind, Twilight!
Ooh, being sick, she sure is strong.
okay.
The flash beehive is just up yonder.
Okay, this is what he told him. He showed him where the bees are.
Too dangerous, Twilight. Besides, I've already gotten one friend hurt. I won't let it happen to another. Whew. Okay, Fluttershy, you can...
So can they test the fever too? You can do it, Fluttershy!
Mind over matter.
Aunt Lisa's your talent! Told this to us for the love of Celestia. Nah, this will be too easy, I guess. What you see?
Hello, Flash Bees. I was hoping I could get some of your honey. Oh, I see. I don't know that there's have any. Well, I'm sorry, but I really need it. Didn't want it to have to come to this. Then I just had to use the sting.
Not gonna be able to.
They are aggressive.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Fluttershy!
What happened? Where am I? I'm so glad you're okay. You're still in Meadowbrook's tree.
You fainted, but Twilight shot some magic up and caught you. It was crazy.
So she pulled a Dumbledore.
Have you heard from Zecora? Is she okay?
We got word your zebra friend has started sprouting leaves.
She's already turning into a tree? I thought we'd have more time. Actually, you've been asleep for 3 days.
3 days?
Days?
Dear
You
God.
sleep so long we were afraid you wouldn't be able to move when you woke up. But thankfully you just wore yourself down. Oh dear, we have to get back
Yeah?
to life. I've wasted so much time.
And I'm back. I had to get one out the door for my dad. Oh well. It's not gonna be hard to resync the audio. Okay, reset the tape. I think I have to read this video, okay? So let's rewind a few minutes. Let's see right here. And let's do.
Just wear yourself down. Oh dear, we have to get back to the hive. I've wasted so much time.
Now hang on there, Fluttershy. Those flash bead critters are tricky.
Cattail's right. I can't even use magic to calm them down. We'll have to find another way to get the honey.
We've tried everything from disguises to things I won't even speak of. Ugh.
He's been through a lot these past 3 days. Wait.
Doing what?
Disguises.
Oh hey!
That's it! I know how she did it! I know how Meadowbrook got the honey!
Is she the bee?
This is how Meadowbrook got the honey from the...
Is she a bee?
She threw a mask at him? I wouldn't recommend that.
No, the male bees aren't aggressive around the queen bee, and this mask has the same stripes that she does.
Oh, that's convenient.
Whoa!
Why does she shoot lightning for?
Hooves crossed.
Oh, golly, I can't watch.
Mind over matter.
So I guess that's the team.
It's working.
So how did you make the cure? Oh God.
I think she's cured now, Fluttershy.
Oh, I do feel fine. And this honey is divine.
Oh, you're rhyming again. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you, Fluttershy, for all you endured. If not for you, I would not be cured.
Oh, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been sick in the first place.
Regret is not what you should feel, because on this journey, you've learned a great deal.
That's true. You certainly learned that if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of any pony else. In fact,
So for
if I had rested, like Twilight suggested all along, maybe I would have thought to use Meadowbrook's mask sooner.
Please tell me you found the cure.
well. Well, that was interesting. Okay. So, serious question. Was she that bee? It'll be something being done by them turns you into a bee, but I don't think that's the case. But it's really interesting that bee flew in and landed on the right match.
Something odd about that staff. I haven't studied Eastern unicorns as much as I should have, but I'm pretty sure Meadowbrook only had 8 magical items, not 9.
You've created a time paradox.
That's really convenient. Too convenient. Okay. So yeah, this was a good episode, but let me do something for us. really hoping this would be a First Eye and Zecora episode. And before I even started it, and this thanks to the thumbnails I saw, I actually had an idea in my head. You see, a long time ago, I came across a story where apples had that really sick. But the only cure was back in the Zebra lands. But due to some hostilities, Zecora has to mask Appleset as a Zebra and travel with her back to her homeland. And I was seriously hoping we would get something similar to that here. I mean, for this episode on Zecora, my God, we need that. But it was at least good to see her. So, there's actually a disease that turns you into a flea. Did they really come up with that just because first I was in this episode? I wouldn't put it past them. So, there's a pony that ended up disappearing. I have two questions. One, how old is her story? I mean, did she disappear a few years ago? A few hundred years? A few decades? Who knows? But she went missing. No pony knows what happened to her. So, that's a mystery I hope we get an answer to. But probably not anytime soon. Wait a minute. Was she another Legend of Magic character from the comics? Huh. Just because the show is taking the characters from those few comics and making us judge about them, doesn't mean the comics are canon. I'm sorry. The comics are still not canon. I mean, yeah, they touch a few of the characters, but they weren't in their own custom issue. An issue solely about them. And, I don't know. That's just really something I'm not going to get into. But the season 6 finale confirmed comics are not canon. Sue me, they're not canon. Anyways. So. Oh, that's it, President. What was that guy doing there? Is he the only one that whips there now? Why? Is he there waiting for something? Who knows? Seriously, we saw a few characters that are relatives of other characters. One male, flat out, is related to Armstrong Pie. She should have to be. So, what was for the ceremony that, mouse for? Whatever it was called? Something about a pet? I will have to rewatch and pay more attention. Seriously, why not get a unicorn that can levitate the stuff? And again, where was Starlight? Okay. So, we had scenes in the castle at night and then early in the morning. 2 times that Starlight would, without doubt, be in the castle. This is says that in season 6. If the episode is not about her, Starlight doesn't exist. That's the way it feels. Oh well, maybe she's creeping over in the Crystal Empire. Maybe she's with Fitzy. That would explain where she's been. But she's probably... see if that's what it was. You know, it's funny that Pony had the same exact eyelashes as Fluttershy. What do you call those ponies? They live in the swamp, have accents. I don't... Well, we already had a hillbilly society. Her foretold reminded me of some pony. I don't know if she was reminding me of Rainbow Dash or if she was reminding me of Fluttershy due to the eyelashes. Oh, I was so hoping we get more Sea-Bloods. Are we ever going to see another Sea-Blood in the show? Maybe in Season 8. We have to sooner or later for crying out loud. I really am not good at these post-farts. This episode is really good. And it is really good in that even though you really want to take care of someone, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to do very well taking care of them. So that's actually a good thing to tell kids. You have to take care of yourself, then take care of somebody else. I mean, first I went through... she went through extremes here to get a tour for Zecora. And she seemed really pleased on it. I'm going to say that is in character for her because this probably is the first time she encounters something like this. I mean, it wasn't technically Fluttershy's fault, but she still felt so responsible for it that... Excuse me? She felt so responsible that she just had to do something. It wasn't her fault, but she's really took responsibility.
You can't keep it from up there. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Well, Fluttershy was asleep for 3 days.
Baby, if all the dogs in, they're not in.
Aren't they? Aren't they? Everything else we talked about.
Wyman called him and told him one of the dogs was at the top of the hill. Well, she'd mind his own damn business.
Having pets. Anyways. I don't know what else to talk about. It was good to see Zecora again. And a new Siege. I really need to set up on atomics, but I can't bloody afford them. And yeah, that's pathetic, I know. It's not my fault nobody wants to mission me. That's if I have to let somebody up reading them. There's just so much of the atomics I'm missing out on. I know this might be another Legend of Magic tale to... The atomics are not canon. She just finally confirmed they're not canon. They cannot go back and retcon it now without causing huge plot holes. You know, that's not the Oxy atomics. Seda is not allowed, period, to use the Oxy characters. But the Oxy atomics can use every single character Seda makes. So, yeah, that's a big problem there. But the point is, the main continuity is Seda, the, games. The tournaments are secondary canon, and they can take every character they want and make their own canon. So these characters are atomic characters, but they might not be in the same canon. We just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. Anyways, I'm gonna just stop and cut the video off here. If I think of anything else to say, it'll be in the description. But since now, this episode was good, the mole was dead, and I just love for the side. She was just so adorable here, and yeah, you see her on shoulder side here. God. Can you imagine if Rainbow Dash was in this episode? That wouldn't be a good match. How long has it been since we had the For the Side Rainbow Dash episode? Since, I want to say last season. Yeah. But seriously, remember that was this, if she was in this episode? Her and the For the Side would not have met. Wait a minute. If both For the Side and her daughter got infected with that, flea disease, does that mean Frolic and Spike are infected? And what about that other stallion? Oh my god, he could be infected and not find, Ponyville in time. Well, that's dark. But yeah. How exactly that disease? Is it in the air? Does For the Side and Frolic have to go back to get more honey? I don't know, but yeah, that one stallion might be infected. Was his name Tattail? Well, maybe we'll find out what happened to that sorceress, Kira, whatever her name. She's a police doctor, for the love of God, it's a match for the beat. Anyways, I thank you for watching, as I'll see you in episode 21. This season is almost over. But good news, they are making season 8. They release animated storyboards. Season 8 is coming! And I hope you did it season 9. Although, due to my OCD, 8 is an even number. But who knows, it might go up this season 10. 10 full years. We just have to wait and see, because we have the film coming out, we have season 8 now, and whatever the first few doors will do. My god, this show needs a dame. But that's a entirely different subject. Thank you for watching, and where the bloody heck is Starlight? Maybe she was twitching. It would be good to get another Starlight and Fitzy episode. Yeah, we'll wait and see. See you in episode 21. First side never fails to be adorable. And her other side to be pretty... Well, she wasn't there here, but she might get staring. Seriously, just talk this talk next time. For the love of God, why don't they do that? Because then there wouldn't be any episode. But seriously, it's distort. Whatever. See you in episode 21.